So you know what gtmetrix is now, you know that it's my preferred tool of choice for speed testing. I highly recommend it for you as well. Let's have a look now and spend 2 minutes and I'll give you a run around and I'll have a look at a New York Times page. So it's got a lot of information on here, a lot of bad things. And I'll show you some of the little tricks and tips at the same time, but not too many because I've got a couple of modules lined up just purely for tips and tricks for gtmetrix because there's so much to learn with this great tool. And the great thing is it's free to use and sign up. Most of the functionality you can use for free. You get like 50 scans for a week, which is brilliant. Let's have a look now. So like I mentioned, this is just a quick look around, just for about 2 minutes to play around. Here's the home page. You'll notice that we're actually logged in here. I highly recommend you go and actually sign up and register. It's for free. Highly recommend that. Just go and do that right now and you'll never regret it. Scrolling down, a little bit of advertising, promotion, and close that down. And you'll see down at the bottom here is a list of all the scans that you've already done as long as you've been logged in. And it will keep a record of those for up to 1 month for 30 days on the free plan. And you can see some of the things I've done. Let's open up this one down here, which is the New York Times. And you'll notice straight away, it's got an E. Very low performance scales here. Structure sort of okay. So let's take a look at this in more detail. Notice here, it's been tested from a specific server location. This is in Vancouver, Canada, and with a specific browser. And in this case, a video has been allocated to actually be switched on as well. That records the loading of the page as it happens in real time, so it's really great. Let's scroll down here and you'll see these little question marks, a lot of information and learn more. I recommend you go and have a read about some of those. gtmetrix help is really great. You'll notice that it says here the Web Vitals. We'll be talking about that later on. This is Google Core Web Vitals. So it strips out these metrics into a clear little grid here, which is brilliant. Scrolling down, you'll see that you've got a lot of tabs and you can scroll through, tab through, and a lot of information in here. This is a brilliant little tool here, which is the speed visualization. You'll notice all these different bars in here. They've all been flagged. So this one here is time to interactive. You'll learn more about these in the next upcoming modules. This is a very important one, of course, because it's the fully loaded time. And this, which is a Google metric, which is largest contentful page, which is listed up here as 3.5 seconds, the LCP, which is the abbreviation. You'll come across over here and see TTFB. Now, this is a new metric that's just been added to Google Metrics just recently, in the last week actually. So it's been in this report for a long time, plus in a lot of other reports, but now they've added it in here, so into the Google Metrics. So you can see here, TTFB, time to first byte, basically how fast your server runs. A lot of information. Top issues. Hey, this tool is really great because it tells you some of the issues, prioritizes them, and then gives you key tips about how to fix them. How cool is that? Scrolling down, this area here is really good because it gives you the page details. It shows you metrics that are shown in other places, and mousing over gives you a tremendous amount of information. Coming up to the top, you'll see a lot of options over here on the right. They have alerts, they have a monitor. You can choose page settings. There's so many different things you can explore. And in the tips and tricks modules, I'll be going through some of those. So that gives you a quick rundown specifically of this tool, which is the tool of choice for benchmarking and your regular testing. And as you saw up here, you can run monitors and alerts. So a very powerful tool. So quick intro. Again, in further modules, we're going to go into a lot more details about this. So this is just an overview right now.